Greetings, everybody. Brian here from Deckard and Company. We are a boutique marketing agency located on the beautiful Gulf Coast of Florida in Bradenton, which is just south of Tampa. So, thank you so much for getting this last minute live stream that I decided to do today. I know this is what I do. This is what I do. Yeah. So, we are working on building our YouTube channel. So, I'm asking you to please do this one little thing to help a small business out is subscribe to our channel, like our videos, and hit that little notification bell to all so that you don't miss any of the cool content that we post to our YouTube channel. Yeah, so there you go. So with that introduction out of the way, doing something a little different today, which is kind of cool. I brought in another camera, so a 2-camera shot. Watch out. And the reason I wanted to do this 2-camera shot is is typically to show off the Russell pup. Right there's that little goober right there. Yeah, see how rough it is being a Russell pup, that morale officer? Yeah, it's rough. And I would probably imagine at some point today that little goober is going to get up and walk off because that's what he does. He can't sit still, just can't sit still. Kind of like me. I'm constantly got to do something. Yeah. Okay. So in today's live stream, yep, we're talking about this right here. Wix versus WordPress. Yeah, the shocking truth about easy website builders. My take, everybody's going to have an opinion on these website builders. And we're not just going to talk about Wix, but they're all pretty much the same. Wix, Weebly, Squarespace, GoDaddy's website builder. Yeah, you name it, those build it yourself website builders, what their limitations are, and stuff like that. Now, I will never, ever, ever discourage anybody from using one of these platforms to build a website because in today's world, you have to have a website. You've got to have that web presence. And I would never discourage anybody. I would never tell them that looks terrible. Nope, because you need to be online, whether you do it yourself, if you don't have that budget for, to have someone professionally design your website or develop your website, because those are two different things. But if you don't have the money to do that, then one of these other options just might be right up your alley to get you a website built so that you got that web presence, that digital presence, so that you can use that website to kind of get that first impression, be your brochure on the web, whether or not you're going to sell anything on your website, yeah. So I would never discourage anybody or give them a hard time about using one of these platforms. So I want to get that out of the way right up front because I'm a firm believer that if you're a business owner, a small business, an organization, professional coach, speaker, trainer, what have you, you need a website. So, these might be right up your alley. So with all that out of the way, so let's kind of talk about these website builders like Wix, Weebly, Squarespace, GoDaddy, all those things. So, they all promise you a simple, a drag and drop experience, creating your dream website. Yeah, but are they truly as easy as they claim? Not really. So it's funny, when I'm on this topic is when you look at their advertisements, that you see, their commercials, when you're sitting there watching TV and they pop up and these beautiful, crazy, dynamic looking websites pop up. If you honestly think you're going to go in there and create something like that, you're out of your mind. Those things that they're showing on those commercials were built by a professional. Yeah, yeah. They were built by a professional designer. Someone that has been working with their platform for a very long time and can understand and how to manipulate things and bend it to their will. So while these platforms offer that really cool, nice user friendly interface, the truth is that they often come with limitations. You're going to find those limitations and frustrations that can leave you feeling trapped and discouraged. So we're going to kind of talk about that today. As we dive into Wix and similar website builders, uh, you know, might not be the walk in the park they seem. More importantly, we're going to explore why WordPress, often perceived as the more complex out of all these things, is actually going to be the easier and more powerful solution for creating a website that here's the key part, that you truly own and control. That's the most important part of everything that I just said. Um, so why don't we kind of talk about this is my take on these builders. And I'm gonna mention Wix a lot, but it really covers all of them. Wix, Weebly, Squarespace, GoDaddy, all those. Okay, so just keep that in mind. When I say Wix, it can also mean these others. Okay, so we're going to talk about the illusion of simplicity, Wix's shiny facade. Okay, so Wix is going to lure its users in by its visually appealing templates and its intuitive drag and drop editor. So at first glance, it's going to seem, hey, this is incredibly easy to build my website without any coding knowledge, which is really cool, right? Really cool. However, this initial ease of use can quickly fade as you start to encounter some common pitfalls. And we're going to go over those pitfalls right now. So the number one pitfall, limited customization. So Wix's templates, hey, while they're attractive, they can feel very restrictive. And that's because it's a template. It's meant to be restrictive, right? Customization options, they're very often very limited, making it difficult to achieve and here's the key part, unique design that will truly reflect your brand. You might find yourself stuck with a preset layout and unable to make those changes to the structure or even the functionality of the website. Ugh. And that's pretty frustrating. Okay. So limitation number 2 is hidden costs. Yeah. So Wix will, they often advertise those low starting prices, and that's to get you into their little ecosystem, right? So they're going to offer you those wonderful pricing. You're going to be, oh, this is not bad. Yeah, but you're going to find that they can quickly add up as you require more features and storage. And then they're going to have those premium plans for essential functionalities like custom domains, increased bandwidth. Here's the removal of Wix ads. Yeah, so that's going to significantly inflate your monthly expenses. So if you don't want Wix to be plastered at the bottom of your website, you're going to have to pay for that. I hate that. That's terrible. I'm not sure if the other Weebly, Squarespace, if they have that like Wix. I'm not sure, but I do know Wix does. Okay, so here, in my opinion, this is probably the most important limitation to one of these do-it-yourself page building platforms. Vendor lock-in. What is vendor lock-in? So your website is entirely dependent on their platform. So migrating to another platform, and when I say platform, let's say you're you get tired of Wix and you're done paying their fees, or you've outgrown their services, or like I said, you're just dissatisfied, you can't just take your website and plop it over onto another hosting company. You just can't. And the reason for that is because you are locked into their vendor lock-in, so their proprietary system that you're kind of stuck in. And I hate that. I hate that. That's the beauty of WordPress is, you can get tired of one hosting company and take it to another by migrating your website over, and it migrates without any issues at all. Now, I would stay away from cheap hosts. If you're looking to spend $1 a month on hosting, well, you're going to get what you deserve because, if you're not paying, you want to, this is your business. So you've got to think about, do I want cheap hosting or do I want reliable, fast, secured hosting? Because those are going to cost you money. So just keep that in mind as you start thinking about that. Okay, next thing we're going to talk about in the limitation is performance issues. Now, I will say, in the years that Wix, Weebly, Squarespace, they've all been working on performance issues. So basically, you're going to get those slower loading speeds. Just because you're relying on their servers. So now WordPress can definitely have performance issues, but those performance issues are usually done because whoever's building the website did not take performance into account and they just didn't do it right, and there's a bunch of things that can go into performance, which in a later live stream, I'm sure we're going to talk about some of those things. How do you make your website faster? And we'll talk about that stuff. So the performances, all that good stuff. Oh, geez. Got to show you. Oh, he just rolled over. It's rough. It's a rough one being a Russell. Okay. So, and then the last one, which is kind of because SEO is changing. There's a lot of opinions on SEO today. We call it OVO here at Deckard and Company. But Wix, they offer the basic SEO tools, which is great. But you're kind of limited on the crucial aspects like, your site maps and your structured data, especially that structured data part. So this can kind of hinder your website's visibility in those search engine results. So basically making it harder for your customers or clients and visitors to find you, because the days of just build it and they will come, well, they're over. You actually have to optimize your website, which we will also be talking about in later episodes, how to optimize your website in today's world of optimization, that Google search and AI, especially with AI today. AI searches are becoming very rapidly the way people are searching for your website. So keep that in mind. AI, it's where it's heading. Okay, so let's talk about WordPress really quickly. And this is, like I said, these are my takes. You can agree with me or you can not agree with me. It doesn't matter. That's the way it is. Everybody's going to have their opinions. So here's my opinion on the true power and flexibility of WordPress. And it's easier than you think. Okay, so like I said earlier, WordPress has always often been perceived as the more complex option for building a website. But it actually offers greater ease of use, flexibility in the long run. And here's why. Okay, so number one, unmatched customization. There are, if you go down the template way, because you can do templates in WordPress as well, there's thousands and thousands and thousands of templates that you can totally browse through and find the one that is going to perfectly align with your small business or organization. You're just going to find one that is, and you can customize that sucker a lot better in WordPress. You have some more leeway, I guess you could say, in WordPress, especially if you do know some code. You can really get in there and start manipulating stuff. So WordPress provides that complete control over your website's design and functionality. So, like I said, with those thousands of themes and plugins, that are available, you can truly create that unique website that perfectly aligns with your vision. So, unmatched customization. That's the number one. Cost effectiveness. Okay, this is number two. So while there might be some initial costs associated with hosting and domain registration and stuff like that, WordPress itself is an open source platform and it's free to use. So you have the freedom to choose an affordable hosting provider and only pay for the features that you need. So like I said earlier, be sure, don't choose the cheapest hosting that you can find because you will pay for it in the long run. I promise you, you will pay for it. Choose a well-rounded hosting platform. And if you're looking at you're going to look at, cost-wise, my opinion is you want to look at the, if you're paying $10 to $25 a month for hosting, then you're probably going to be on a pretty decent server. So keep that in mind. If you're going for the $3 a month and $1 a month, ooh, yeah, you're going to get what you pay for. So keep that in mind. So I don't ever recommend cheap hosting. Stay away from it. Stay away from it. Go with, like we here at Deckard and Company, we combine hosting with management, so we basically manage our clients' websites so they don't ever have to do anything to their website. We get in there, update the core files, we update the plugins, security, backups, database optimization, all that stuff. We take care of it all. So, for one low monthly fee, we do all that for you. And then if you need content updates, we train our clients how to do it themselves. But a lot of them don't want anything to do with it because they don't want, they just think they're going to mess it up. So they just send us the stuff and we do content updates for them as well. Okay, so here's like, let's go to the next one here. Ownership and control. Yes, this is, like I said, this is the biggie. With WordPress, you own your website and its data completely, totally. It is yours. So you're not locked into that specific platform, and you can easily migrate your website if you're tired of that hosting company. Maybe they charged you for something you didn't want to be charged for, and you're like, what the hell is this crap? And maybe you have a bad experience with their service department or what have you, and you're like, I'm done. You can migrate your website somewhere else very easily. So it's very nice. WordPress is renowned for its SEO friendliness. So SEO friendly, that's another one. You have complete control over your settings, including permalinks, meta descriptions, that XML sitemap. There's just so many things that go into that, which is pretty cool. And here's another one, scalability. So due to its unbelievable community, I guess you could say, as your business grows, your website can grow on this platform with you. So basically WordPress can grow with your business. Whether you're starting a small blog, building a large e-commerce store, WordPress can handle all of that. If you want a social platform, let's say you want a Facebook style social platform on your website. Yeah, WordPress can do that. It's really cool. And then last is the thriving community. It's so big. It's a massive supportive community of users and developers. So you've always got help there if you need it, which is pretty cool. And then the last thing here, we're going to talk about the spelling um, WordPress myth. It's not that hard. So many people shy away from WordPress uh, because they believe it requires coding skills. And like I said before, it does not. While it's true that if you do have those coding skills, well, you can delve into code for advanced customization, obviously. And that's the nice thing about WordPress is it allows you to do that. Where these other website builders, these do-it-yourself, they really don't allow you into their code because it's their proprietary system. So they're not going to let you in there and start messing around with things. So yeah, so let's talk about the intuitive interface. So the dashboard is pretty straightforward in WordPress. So basically for managing your website's content, settings, and the design. So you go into the backend dashboard, and that's when you start going into the different aspects to start controlling your website. Drag and drop builders. So here's the beauty of WordPress. So there are so many popular page builders out there like Elementor, which is what we use here at Deckard and Company pretty exclusively. You've got Beaver Builder, Divi Builder, Bricks. I mean, there's just so many page builders, and guess what? They're all drag and drop. So it makes designing your website extremely easy to do and without writing a single line of code. So that's beautiful. And then, of course, the abundant resources. So you got all kinds of, there's countless tutorials and articles and videos that you can watch to maybe figure out how to do something on your WordPress website. So that is pretty freaking cool stuff. So once again, be sure to like and subscribe our YouTube channel. You're helping a small business out. Like our videos and hit that little notification bell to all so you get all of our little content that we upload into the Facebook world. I'm sorry, the YouTube world. Oh, geez. Okay, so real quickly, let's go through, and before I show you my website, we're just going to go through the different page builders here so you can see their websites and stuff like that. So here on Wix, you can see that they're showing you, basically kind of like their, which I do like Wix's website because I think this part right and what I want to show you is pretty cool. But what I want to show you is they're showing you these different elements. So you got this one, that one, and this one. So those are elements, right? And then as I scroll down, it's going to take those elements and put it into that little web page that you see just below them. So you can see as I scroll down, it puts those little elements. Basically, they're showing you that you can drag it and drop it where you want it. And you can. So if you're into this stuff, I mean, Wix is the way to go. Just keep in mind, you're stuck with Wix when you go down that path. And you'll find out pretty quickly that it is very limited, and you're going to want, you're eventually going to say, this is not working for me. I'm not being found. My optimization is terrible or what have you. And you're going to want, most people from Wix, they usually come to an agency like ours and say, can you move my website over? No, we can't move it. We can redesign it into WordPress, which is totally fine. So basically we would redesign your website in WordPress. But Wix really is pretty cool. The only thing, because we have some clients that we do optimization work for that are on Wix, and the page builder, like I said, you're picking a template and you can whack those templates out and then they look like crap looking on, when you actually bring it up on a browser, because things might overlap or go beyond the viewport. And then you get that little scroll bar at the bottom of a website. If you ever see a scroll bar at the bottom of a website, that means their content exceeds the viewport of the browser. So they didn't lay the thing out right. It's wrong. It's just completely wrong. So if you have a scroll bar at the bottom, what I'm talking about is you would see that scroll bar down here, and it's like the scroll bar over here on the side, because you can see, oh, I got a scroll bar means I can go up and down. But if you ever see that scroll bar at the bottom, it's just not designed right. And that's bad. You got to fix it. You got to fix it. Yeah, you can't have a scroll bar at the bottom of your website. Yeah. So this is Wix. Very nice. Looking at their pricing, you can see this is where these are your prices. So it's not as cheap as it used to be. Obviously, none of them are. And these are basically, like I said, you're stuck in their platform. All right, next up is Squarespace. Squarespace is another one, just like Wix. They're all about the same. They have their own little drag and drop editors. And you can see, it's basically you're picking one of these templates and then throwing your content in there, maybe change up the color scheme and put your little logo up here into the corner like that right there. Yeah. Do I like? No, not really. But it's another option. And, and looking at I don't even see they don't make it easy to find their pricing. But yeah, there you go. You can, looks like you can do online stores and stuff like that. Yeah, we don't really deal with Squarespace a whole lot. Well, any of these page building things, because, well, we design our clients' websites from scratch on WordPress. So yeah, good stuff. Here's Weebly. Like I said, same thing. You choose your template. They've got, well, I kind of like this one. This one's pretty nice. This one right here. Whoop. Let me pull this. Where'd it go? Oh, here we go. That one right there. Oh, sorry about that. So, but you basically, you're going to choose your template and run with it. Throw your content in there and do what needs to be done to make your stuff looks good. And then here's the pricing for Weebly. So they have a free version, which obviously is going to probably be very basic. And then you go up into the, which obviously this is the one you're going to want, which is probably going to be pretty darn important, so $26 a month. But like I said, it's going to get you a website up online so that you can use that website to work for you. All right, here's GoDaddy's page builder. As you can see, same basic concept. They're all the same. They got the drag and drop editor and all that good stuff. And then when we go down here, so these are the different pricing structures that you can look at on GoDaddy. If you're going to sell anything, you'd obviously go to the commerce, which is $20.99 a month for your first year, and then it goes up to $34.99 a month after that. If you're going to be selling any, so an e-commerce shopping cart style website. All right, so a lot of people want an e-commerce store. So this one right here, Shopify. Shopify is another one. As you pick your template, and you can throw up an online store very quickly using Shopify. And, Shopify is actually not bad. And if you find you can have a professional designer come in and really make this thing look nice for you. So always keep that in mind. But here's the pricing for, let's go to the monthly here. And I don't know why it's in euros. So whatever this converts to in dollar. So this is what you're going to pay for on a monthly basis when it comes to Shopify. And Shopify, you can do a pretty halfway decent website / your e-commerce store. So Shopify would be like if on WordPress, you would have WordPress, and then you would have WooCommerce installed as a plugin for your shopping cart. So Shopify is basically um, taking WooCommerce's role, is what this is. So, if you're into that, there it is. And then we're going to talk about WordPress real quick. So WordPress, if you didn't add any page builder in here and you went and used, they do have this page builder called Gutenberg, which for full effect, we're going to go here. Gutenberg, I just don't like it. It's terrible, but it's come a long way. And it's just going to continue to get better, which is a good thing. But with WordPress, you're going to put another builder on top of it. So Elementor is our favorite here at Deckard and Company, and it's probably the #1 page builder in the world. But like I said, you've got others, Divi Builder, Beaver Builder, and there's so many others out there that you can install, and then you can create and manipulate everything from your header all the way down to your footer. And with Elementor, you can do pop-ups, slide-ins, sticky buttons. You can do just so many things with just that one plugin. And it's pretty amazing, and then Elementor is they have a free version. And then of course you would, most people are going to want to go into the pro version, which I believe right now, Elementor, I believe it's like $60 a year for the pro version that you're going to want, because it gives you so many things that you can do on your website using Elementor. So yeah, it's pretty awesome. But like I said, WordPress here is pretty snazzy. We love it. I fought it for years. Not gonna lie, I fought it for years. And then I finally broke down and did it for a client that wanted it in WordPress, didn't want it in anything else. We did a lot of work in Joomla, Drupal, stuff like, those. And I just thought WordPress was for simpletons. But then I got in there and I was like, okay, I like it. So now we're pretty much exclusively WordPress. Every now and then we'll have somebody wanting some other platform, some other CMS, which we'll do. But for the most part, it's all WordPress. So yeah. So let me see here. So like I said, here on WordPress is basically, it's easy to use with a page builder on top of it. But you can also go in, like when you do an article, you can use the Gutenberg editor, which will make your articles look really nice, and stuff like that. But WordPress really is awesome. And like I said, there's so many plugins for everything. You can, like I said, put WooCommerce on there, have a fully working e-commerce platform, on your WordPress site. It's so nice and easy and awesome to use, and very SEO friendly. So there you go. All right. So real quickly, I just wanted to bring up my website, because we put content on here all the time. And what happens is, like I said, I'm building our YouTube channel. So as I do these live streams, I end up pulling them into my blog. So as you can see here, all my Marketing Mondays have been added to our blog. So you can simply go there. But if you see here, here's what we've been talking about today, which is this article right here. Yeah. So what's going to happen is, after I do this live stream, I'm going to take this video and embed it on this article right here. And it'll be up here at the top, so people can just simply land on this and watch the video. So I think that's pretty cool. All right. So I think that's pretty good for this live stream. I've been yapping on for about 35 minutes. And I always try to keep my time limit to about 30 minutes, because that's about where our brain pans start to shut off. All right. So thank you so much for watching today. Once again, help a small business out. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Head over to our YouTube channel and subscribe, like our videos, and a little notification bell. Just click the all, and you'll get a notification every time that I go live or post some content onto our YouTube channel. All right. Hey, once again, thank you so much for supporting our channel and watching our videos, whether it be live or on a replay. We love it. And you guys are awesome. And thank you so much. And do have a beautiful rest of your day. And as always, do behave. All right. Thank you so much. Bye now.